Are you ready to learn how to use clips to create some awesome videos that have lots of special effects in them, like stickers, labels, filters, and awesome soundtracks to really draw attention to your content? Well, let's get started with the app and see what we can do. When you're using the Clips app, you'll want to keep your iPad in portrait orientation. Go ahead and click on the Clips app. Now in the Clips app, you can use the front and rear facing camera to bring in video and photos of yourself and others, just like you can in any other camera app. You can also bring in photos and video that you already have in your Photos camera roll library. To do this, let's save a few photos. So maybe we're writing an essay about fireworks. Let's go ahead and find some fireworks online. So I'm going to go to Safari, and I'm going to go to pixabay.com. Now the great thing about pixabay.com is you can search for all sorts of topics, and most of these photos are all copyright friendly or copyright free. So the people who post these photos here would like for other people to use these photos, so you don't have to worry about violating anyone's copyright if you download these photos and use them in your projects. So if I searched for stars here, maybe I'm going to talk about the starlit sky in my essay, and maybe I like this second photo here at the top. If I scroll down under this photo, I can see the license for this photo, so I know that this photo is copyright friendly. To save this photo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap and hold my finger on that photo, and this little pop-up is going to show up on my screen, which is going to allow me to save this image over to my Photos app or my camera roll. So I'll tap on Save Image, and that photo now went to my photos. So I'm going to go back to Clips. So let's tap our home button. We'll go back to Clips. Now the secret about Clips is to bring anything into your video project, like photos or video, whether you're taking that photo and video live or you're bringing it in from your camera roll. You need to hold down that red record button for the length of time that you'd like to have that photo or video appear in your video. So let's tap on Library above that record button. Let's find that photo that we just saved. There it is. Go ahead and tap on it. And now we're going to hold down that red record button for as long as we would like this photo to show up in our video. So maybe I want to see it for about 5 seconds. While I'm holding down this red record button, you can see the time up at the top of your screen. And when you're finished, just release the red record button. Now down at the bottom of the app, you can see your timeline there. And so I'm going to tap on that second little thumbnail. So I brought that photo in twice, and I don't need it twice. So while it's selected, you can now see that there's a whole row of icons which allows me to edit this photo or this part of my video. So I'm going to tap on Delete to get rid of the second video, and I'm going to tap on Delete Clip. And now the first clip is highlighted, and when I play that, as we would like this photo to show up in our video. So maybe I want to see it for about 5. So while you're recording a photo or video into your Clips project, it will also bring in your audio or anything that you're saying or any noise around you. So I'm going to tap on that clip again, and I'm going to tap the mute button so that my voice won't be part of my video. It won't be heard in my video. Now I'm going to tap on Done up at the top left, and I'm going to keep adding things to my video project here. So I'm going to go back to Library and have a few other photos ready to go here. In my essay, maybe I'm talking about going up some stairs. So I'm going to tap on that photo, and then I'm going to bring this photo into my video, and I'm also going to talk at the same time because for this photo I want there to be some audio about this photo in my video. So I'm going to hold down the red record button, and I'm going to talk at the same time. So I'm going to read a little bit of an essay. I walked up the stairs of the subway. We were almost there. I had been waiting to see this for my whole life. Alright, and I just released that button at the end. I'm going to tap on that thumbnail and play it. I walked up the stairs of the subway. We were almost there. I had been waiting to see this for my whole life. Alright, awesome. So now we have 2 clips in our project. Maybe I would like to have a title slide in my video. It's always kind of nice to start out with a title. In clips, the titles are called posters. So let's tap on posters. You can see that there are a lot of these to choose from. For my project, I'm going to tap on this Vintage the Year 3000 poster. Now all of these have some text on them. You can just tap on that text and replace it with whatever you would like this poster to say. So I'm just going to type in the title of this essay. Alright, then I'm going to tap on apply up in the top right corner to save my changes. And again, I need to hold down my red record button for the length of time that I want to bring this poster or title into my clips project. I can see that time again up at the top. And that's probably about enough time, so I'll release that button. And if I tap on that little clip segment down at the bottom, again, I don't want to hear my voice, so I'm going to tap on mute. And I think maybe 10 seconds was a little long. So I'm going to tap on the trim button to make that a little shorter. And now I can drag in the left and the right yellow handles to shorten this clip up. And then I can play it at the bottom to see if that's what I want. Now a lot of these posters include some special effects, some motion, so they're kind of cool. Alright, that looked good, so I'm going to tap on apply down there in the bottom right. And I'm going to tap on done now up in the top left again so that I can keep adding more things to my video project here. Now right now my poster or my title is kind of there at the end. I actually want that to be at the beginning. So I'm going to grab that just by holding down on it, and then I'm going to pick it up and drag it over to the left. And I'm also going to drag the stairs to be the next thing, because that's what I talk about first in my essay. Alright, I'm going to tap on those stairs. And another thing that's pretty cool in clips are the effects. So let's tap on the effects button. And there's all sorts of filters that we can apply to photos and video. And you can try these out just by tapping on them and see what they do. There's labels that we can add, and again you can replace all of the text with whatever it is you want your text to be. Stickers, which kind of pop up in the video, and emoji. Alright, I'm going to put a label on this photo, maybe this arrow, and I'm going to tap on that text and I'm going to replace that with something from the essay. So maybe almost there. And I'm going to tap that arrow so that I can see that little white circle with the X. And now I can resize it by pinching on it with my thumb and my finger. I can kind of twist this around and drag it to wherever I want it to be in the photo. So I'm going to put it up here toward the top of the stairs. And then I'm going to tap the X over at the right side of the labels list at the bottom to close that up. Okay, I'm going to tap on done up at the top. And if I tap play at the bottom, I can see what I have so far. I walked up the stairs of the subway. We were almost there. I had been waiting to see this for my whole life. Alright, so that's all I have so far. That's looking pretty good. Now, what I would do here is I would just keep continuing to tap on my library button, keep going in, keep finding the next photos that I want to add to my project, and then continue to tap that red record button to bring them in for the length of time I want. Then tap on the thumbnail at the bottom, and if I was speaking, then I'll maybe tap on mute down there so that I don't hear any audio. Okay, one more thing I want to show you here about clips that is pretty cool is this live titles button. So let's tap done up here at the top, and let's tap back on this last photo we brought in, and let's delete that, and we'll bring that in again. So I'm going to go back to my library. I'm going to find this photo again. And I'm going to tap on the little dialog bubble, the little talk bubble to the left there. And I can see a little sample by tapping on these of where these live titles or subtitles, captions, where they're going to appear on my video. So whatever I'm saying will actually be captured by the Clips app live and show up as part of the video. So if you want to add some subtitles to your video or some captions, this is a cool way to do it. So maybe I'll just go with this first one where the whole phrase shows up on the screen at once. Alright, I'm going to tap the X over at the right side to close up that little panel. And now when I hold down the red record button, and while I'm reading part of my essay, you'll actually see the text popping up there on the screen. Mom, can I go to the fireworks? My mom always replied, no, honey, maybe next year. Alright, so if we tap on that little segment of the video and we tap play, Mom, can I go to the fireworks? My mom always replied, no, honey, maybe next year. You'll see that text of my essay, what I was reading while I was recording that. Now sometimes, if I tap on that little thumbnail again, sometimes you'll notice that, Mom, can I go to the fireworks? The punctuation is usually missing. Sometimes there's a different word that's captured than what I actually said. So you can actually edit these live titles by tapping on the thumbnail at the bottom and tapping on the live title button to edit it. Then you can see the text, and if you tap into that text, you can go in and add your punctuation. So maybe I need a question mark right here. Maybe I need some quotation marks around this phrase. And then maybe I need to capitalize this. And again, put in some more dialogue here. Alright. Now, when I tap on done, you can see that the text is corrected there. I can tap on the X on the right side to close that panel. And now my live title is corrected. Mom, can I go to the fireworks? My mom always replied, no, honey, maybe next year. Alright, once you've finished bringing in all of your photos and video that you want to include and adding any labels, stickers, photos, or other effects like live titles to your video, you're ready to add a soundtrack. Up in the top right corner, if you tap on the music notes and then tap on soundtrack, you'll be able to see all of the soundtracks that are available within the Clips app. Now probably most of these you'll need to download to your iPad first so that you can listen to them and see if that's the soundtrack that you want to use with your video, if it fits the mood or tone of your writing. You can sample these just by tapping on the titles of the soundtracks. You can tap it again to stop, and then you can tap on another one to see what it sounds like. Now if you need to download it, like I'll tap on this one called It's a Trip. You can see it has a little download wheel, so that's going to quickly download that Clips soundtrack. And then if I tap it again, I can hear what that sounds like. Alright, and then to stop playing it again, I can tap it again. Whatever has a check mark next to it is the one that's going to be selected, so I think I'm going to select this Evergreen soundtrack for this video. Alright, that sounds good. I'm going to tap on the left arrow up at the top left corner. That's going to magically add my soundtrack and make my soundtrack fit the length of my video. I can play that to see how it sounds along with my video. I walked up the stairs of the subway. We were almost there. I had been waiting to see this for my whole life. Alright, I'm going to stop that. You can see that as you speak, the music dubs itself so that it gets softer so that you can hear your voice better. Alright, if I'm not happy with that, I can tap on soundtracks again, and I can go back and pick a different soundtrack, and it will replace that once I am finished with my selection. I think this is okay though, so I'm going to tap on done in the top right corner, and now I'm ready to submit this video somewhere. So I'm going to tap on the share icon down on the bottom right, and I'm going to tap on save video. This is going to save my video and move it over to my camera roll in my Photos app. From there, I could submit it somewhere else, like turning it into Schoology, whether that's for an assignment or a media album, or wherever I'm going to share it. So that's all there is to creating a clips video. It's pretty easy, and it makes pretty awesome videos with labels, stickers, filters, and soundtracks.